the one person that has the 15-year-old chimp in their house, how have they been able to avoid all that?
She's careful. I mean, she's 77 years old, Pam Rosaire.
Oh, boy.
When she was 7 years old, she was asked what she wants to do with her life in this circus animal family. And she says, I want to train chimps. I want to do something hard. I want to do something difficult. The rest of her family trained horses and elephants. And that was culturally
But
what
that's
they were
a really
part of.
good question. How is it that Pam
But
hasn't...
okay, you're thinking about more different measures, but like...
I'm thinking about attacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a really good question because I always wondered that about Pam Rosaire. How come she's the one person that has sort of been immune to it, or has she?
I think she's got some, look, I think she's lucky. I think it's the best way. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, to be honest. I think, to be fair, I don't know. But I do know that when I watched her interaction, there's a real, understanding. And and she has a leash on him. I mean,
and she also, they are neutered. These chimps.
Castrated, yeah.
Castrated.
I'm sure they're less aggressive.
They do... they remove their canines oftentimes. They do have to alter them to be able to continue to work with them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
They're modified.
I mean, I should say there's...
So is that lady with the 15-year-old chimp, is that the only one that you know of that keeps a full-grown adult and has it just wander around with everybody?
We've learned of more.
It's also castrated,
to be
too.
clear, Pam doesn't live in... The chimp doesn't live in her house.
It's in there sometimes?
Yeah.
There's sometimes, but it's
And
not...
how much of the castrating it changes its behavior?
I think significantly. Because Buck in Oregon was castrated... And then,
the Connecticut chimpanzee, was that castrated?
Probably, but Buck was castrated and started wearing a shock collar.
Right.
In order to manage a chimp, as you say, after 4 or 5 years old, they typically alter them, remove their canines, castrate them, shock collars.
It's so crazy. Like, fixing a dog is so commonplace. People don't even think twice. Oh, is your dog neutered? Oh, you're a good pet owner. That way your dog's not going to have unwanted puppies.
Yeah.
But fixing a chimpanzee, like, what are you doing? Like, what did you do to him?
It's like fixing
but also, by the way,
fixing
think
a human.
Think about what the medical care they get. The guy who's a horse vet is the guy working on a chimpanzee.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah.
So if you think about the care, it's really horrible. But I was going to add to what you were saying, Eric. One thing that we learned through the process about kind of what is this about, mainly, we're talking about this very niche subject matter of captive chimpanzees in America, which we learned there really only is about 1,300 remaining in captivity, which includes those who are already in sanctuaries in the U.S. About half of that 1,300.
And big zoos.
And big zoos. Big zoos have about 250 of them still. So in terms of the kind of roadside zoo, private home environment, it's between, less than 100 chimpanzees that remain in captivity. So to answer your question, there might be more, but it's hard to hide a chimp.